Good evening, everybody. It's your boy Jay Taylor. Today is Sunday, March the 16th, 2025. And tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day. A lot of people probably didn't even know that. But yeah, I just paid attention to that looking at the calendar. But yeah, man, peace and blessings, everybody. Welcome to Voices for the Voiceless. It's another video. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a very informative uh, video, and got some good information for y'all. But as the title says, President Trump says, Eff the Judge, he got a grudge. And basically what happened is President Trump put a play together with the president of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele. Nayib Bukele. Yeah, Nayib Bukele. That's the president of El Salvador. And the president of El Salvador basically has the largest penitentiary, prison, whatever you want to call it, correctional facility. And they are very brutal over there as far as how they deal with criminals and crime and all that old stuff. You know what I'm saying? Where people get locked up. You don't want to go there. But he has the president, Nayib Bukele, he transformed his whole country. Like they got like 0.9% crime because they like lock you up for anything. And he worked out a deal with President Trump, like, hey, you having a problem? Now that's an ally. The president of El Salvador is an ally. You say you got a problem with the illegal immigrants. Hey, the most violent ones, the ones that's giving you the most trouble, the most dangerous ones, send them to me for a cool 60 million, unlimited. Well, how many you want? You know what I'm saying? Just send them to me and hey, we'll deal with them 60 million. Now, 60 million is way less than what it would cost to house the illegal immigrants, you know what I'm saying, that he's sending to El Salvador. So that was a good play on both ends. Like, man, it's a good deal on the money end. And on top of that, we got somewhere where we can send them because quite naturally, we can't trust some of these countries to send them back to because they might end up trying to get right back in the country. And these are the worst of the worst ones that he's sending over there. So, for example, like Venezuela, we can't really trust their leader and they'll mess around and, slide back over here, or at least try to. So they sent, the other day, they had 2 planes that were being sent out full of, illegal immigrants that these are the worst of the worst, So let's see. Where do I want to start? Now, this judge, it's a judge named Stephen Miller. Now, while they sent these 2 airplanes full of illegal immigrants, mind you, these are the ones that committed the most heinous crimes, unaliving, raping, you name it. You know what I'm saying? These are the ones that we really trying to get out, out the country because they tied in with the cartels, MS-13 and Trinidad, Aragua and all that. Yep. So the Trump administration ignored a Saturday court order to turn around 2 planes loaded full of alleged Venezuelan gang members because the flights were over international waters and therefore the ruling did not apply. So Judge Stephen Miller, appointed by Barack Obama when Obama was in office, is a federal judge, for whatever reason, decided to stop Donald Trump from sending these violent, criminal gang members to El Salvador. The judge put in an order to stop it while they were mid-air over the ocean. They get the call from the judge like, hey, I just put an order in. I don't care what the president talking about. Send them illegal, criminal, Venezuelan gang members back to America. Why in the hell would a federal judge in the United States of America put an order in to tell why they in the air flying overseas, turn this boy around? Both airplanes, it was one going to El Salvador, one going to Honduras, full of the most violent illegal immigrants in America. Why would a federal judge put an order in and try to tell the pilot to turn around? I'm stopping what the president of the United States is trying to do. Tell me that. You know why? I got a good idea why. A federal judge would say, bring our criminals back. Trump administration we'll get to that later, but Trump administration has transferred hundreds of immigrants to El Salvador for that cool 60 million. And the president of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele, bring him on. He got a video all on TikTok, everything. So, man, when the federal judge put that order in and tried to make them pilots turn around, mid-air over the ocean, headed to El Salvador and Honduras, a flight full of illegal criminal immigrants, Trump invoked the Alien Enemies Act of 1798, stating that the gang Trinidad Aragua was invading the United States. So Trump had to find a law. He went all the way back to 1798, the Aliens Enemies Act. And under that act of 1798, it had to be an invasion that would make you say, all right, they got to go. Trump declared these people of invading the United States of America. And with that, he told them pilots, man, keep on going. We good. And that was to speed up the mass deportation process moving forward as well. So anytime a judge, these corrupt judges want to try to these judges got too much power, man. Because they ain't going to be able to stop with the president, but they can delay it. You know what I'm saying? Because they were saying that if that judge would have got them pilots to turn around, then they would have had to come back to America. You know what I'm saying? With I don't know why you would want criminal, illegal immigrants in your country. I do, but we're going to get there. But then they was going to have to wait and go through a little trial hearing for 14 days. And ICE was going to have to babysit all these violent criminals for 14 days. But Trump put that Alien Enemies Act of 1798. Trump know his shit, man. He know what he doing. He went back and said, hold on. Back down. You feel me? So when he put that act in, they took them boys clean over there. And you know what's funny, though? They took them prisoners clean over to El Salvador. The El Salvadorian president started trolling the judge. Now, the name of this judge that put this order in was, like I said, was put in place by Barack Obama. The judge Stephen Miller, federal judge, that the president of El Salvador, started trolling him on X. He made a video and put it on X. These people petty. He put a video on X of the illegal immigrants getting off the plane. Like, yeah, we got them. You know what I'm saying? Then he made a post that this the president of El Salvador acting Stephen Miller, the judge, like, oops, too late. Man, is that not hilarious? And then they got, man, I'm gonna find a way to show y'all the clip of these illegal immigrants now that's criminals getting off the planes and they rushing them into the prison and all that. And the judge, why would you do this? The only reason, and this is what I've been, saving this part for. The only reason I can see a federal United States judge trying to stop this from happening and trying to get these illegal immigrants that's committing the worst crimes that you could think imaginable that's in our country illegally. The only way a judge would try to reroute that, because are y'all ready? This is my opinion. Because the Democratic Party is working with the Mexican cartels. Okay, I said it. Allegedly. A lot of these Democratic people in position are in bed with the Mexican cartels. The cartels told that judge, man, put that order in. When I tell you the level of corruption that has taken place in the past 4 years, I'm not telling y'all everything I know. I'm just covering the news because I don't want to look like a conspiracy theorist. But trust me and believe, the only reason that judge did that is because he had a vested interest in having these illegal immigrants here, the violent ones specifically, because it's all about money. What Elon Musk and Trump is doing, what Tom Homan and Trump is doing with mass deportation, is tapping into the money. And the money is tied in with the cartels. They came over here. These cartels are more powerful than you think. They all in our politics right now. I'm telling you, allegedly. I gotta say allegedly, but I'm just saying, read between the lines of what I'm saying. That's the only way. And see, that's the last little string of hope that these bureaucrats have. The bureaucrats is to have these judges. See, they said, like I said, he was appointed when Obama was in office. Judge Ann Donnelly was appointed by Obama. All these federal judges, Democratic, was set in place to do exactly what they're doing just now. This is their last battle cry. Now, all of the other federal judges that was trying to block Trump's executive orders. Now this, while two planes is in flight over the ocean, you put in an order to tell them to reroute that and come back with all these criminals. Trump said, F what the judge is talking about, I got a grudge. Let's get this Alias Act 1798, put it on paper, keep flying over there to El Salvador and Honduras. Eff the Judge, I got a grudge. Shout out, salute to Donald Trump for that. We trying to get our country back in order, man. It's like this ain't even our country. Like we living in somebody else's country. When you have a federal judge to do that. But anyway, these judges are a problem. Because if they could play with the president like that, think about how many people's lives they playing with. I wanted this Judge Stephen Miller. I want to look at his record. I want to see how many people you want to send these illegal immigrants back to America. I want to know what your record is. How many people, how many American citizens have you sentenced to prison for an astronomical amount of years? But you want these illegals back in the country that are clearly criminal, violent, dangerous. But I bet you sending a whole bunch of American citizens up shit creek. Pay attention now. I'm just saying, what's Stephen Miller, Judge Stephen Miller, while you over here putting in executive orders to stop what the president is doing when it comes to mass deportation, so much so that his planes flying in the sky, literally telling them to turn around. What's your record? You know, what kind of, you know, what's your conviction ratio, you know, and what is your sentencing guidelines? I mean, it's crazy. A judge trying to go up against the president, bro. This is crazy. You can't sit here and tell me this ain't some of the craziest mess you never heard. Now, moving forward, before I get up out of here, federal judges. Now we gotta see a way. Is there any way that a federal judge can be removed? I didn't know. Because Trump gonna have to get these judges up out of office one way or the other. They gonna be a constant problem. If they doing this type of stuff, they gonna forever be a problem for this man's whole presidency and the next president. They got too much power, if you ask me, to do what they doing, for this to even be a conversation. So I looked it up, and it says federal judges can be removed from office only through impeachment by the House of Representatives and a subsequent trial and conviction by the Senate for treason, bribery, or other high crimes and misdemeanors. So let me break that down, because I know that's a lot. So basically, a federal judge can only be removed if he is impeached by the House of Representatives. Let's take that part. So the House of Representatives, Congress, House and Senate. The House, now, the Senate is, one, and the House of Representatives is another. The House of Representatives basically will have to bring that particular federal judge up on charges, right? And then, so basically the House of Representatives would be the prosecutor in this situation. And the Senate would basically be the one that would play the judge. And of course, the actual judge that's being prosecuted is the defendant. You know what I'm saying? So the Senate, but it's only based on certain things. And they said treason. Now, treason is basically going against the betterment of your country, a traitor to your country, bribery, and other high crimes and misdemeanors. Also, it's kind of broad. So it could be a number of reasons, but a judge can be brought up on charges and removed if the Senate agrees. But I think that treason, in quotation marks, would fit this perfectly. Because for you to say, bring a plane full of known violent, illegal criminals back to our country after the president has sent them out, is that not treasonous to the American people? You let these people loose because they gonna bring them back and let them loose. That's what the judge wanted to do into society. So now when they out here, when we going to the grocery store, when we going to, drop our kids off at school, when we going to work, the laundromat, the gross, whatever. These people are walking amongst us, right? And a federal judge made that. So if that would have happened, a federal judge put that in play. How treasonous can you get to your own country? Traitor to your own country, to the American citizens, right? That's treasonous beyond measure, as far as I'm concerned. But you know the sad part about this is, man, Judge Stephen Miller ain't the only one. It's hundreds of these judges that were appointed by the Democrats, Joe Biden and Barack Obama. They put these people in place on purpose for situations like this. So I don't know how Trump gonna do it. I don't know if he can do it. But these judges that's overseeing these cases, these are the same judges that citizens are going before. These are the same judges that denied R. Kelly appeal. When you know for a fact that this man is at least off the BOP officer alone, that situation alone, how do you not say that this man deserves at least a retrial? Even the playing squad, you ain't even get this man no relief off a 30-year sentence. That is ridiculous. These are the same judges that was appointed by the Democrats. You see what they doing? Judge Stephen Miller, you see what they doing? Yo, shout out to President Trump. Shout out to the president of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele. Hey, it's your boy Jay Taylor, Voices for the Voiceless. I wanted to bring y'all a little energy on this Sunday evening. Until we talk to you soon, peace and blessings. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Much love.